Today is July 2nd, and today's quote is entitled, "Do What You Can." Sometimes we don't do what we could do because we are focusing on what we can't do. Have you ever been in a situation like that where you're really kind of discouraged or depressed by what you can't do? And we all have capabilities, intelligence, and we should focus on those and use those for Krishna. But sometimes, somehow or other, for some reason, we get in this space where we focus on what's wrong with us. I'm not as intelligent as so-and-so Prabhu. I'm not as successful as such and such Prabhu. Krishna Das is really good at this, and I'm not. Govinda Dasi's got incredible memory. She knows all of Krishna's Leelas in Krishna book, and I can't remember any of them, etc. So, in one sense, when we see another devotee and their good qualities, we should be inspired. Oh, that devotee inspires me. That devotee's so good at this, or so intelligent, or knows so many verses, or knows so many pastimes. But often when we look at that, instead of being inspired, which we should be by that Sangha, we become depressed and we look at our own defects. I'm not like that. And so what today's quote is saying, that the problem with that is that if you focus on that, what often happens is it covers your own ability. In other words, because you're focused on what you aren't, what you don't have, what's missing, you don't actually see what you do have. And then you don't take advantage of what's good about you. Now, Krishna has created us all differently. So most people are not good at everything. Most people are good at some things because of their nature. I mean, some people are, there's a few rare souls that seem to be good at many things, but most of us are good at a few things. And that's okay. That's the way Krishna created us. And so if you focus on what you're not good at, you may tend not to focus on what you're good at, and then if you don't focus on what you're good at, you won't develop that or put the energy into that. Or even if you do focus on what you're good at and you focus on what you're not good at the same time, it will undermine your ability to succeed because there'll be this negative, yes, I'm good at this, but I'm not good at that. And that'll drain your energy in some way. So, Srila Prabhupada was very accepting. He didn't discriminate and say, I don't like you because you're only good at one thing or two things. I need you to be good at 26 things. Otherwise, I'm not going to talk to you. It wasn't like that. The whole idea is, karmically, we've inherited a body, a mind, certain abilities, intelligence, and so forth. So Prabhupada's whole point was, whatever you have, use it for Krishna. If you have a 1986 Toyota Corolla, then use that for Krishna. If you have a 2017 Mercedes, use that for Krishna. That's just, that's the way Prabhupada, looked at us. It wasn't like a judgment. It's just, okay, you have an 87 Toyota, so use that. Keep it in good shape, and use that as best you can, and do what you can for Krishna. Because as we know, Krishna accepts the attitude. So that's the most important thing. So whatever you've been endowed with, in this life, use it, and try to improve upon it, but don't focus on what you're not endowed with because it'll be counterproductive. It won't have any benefit.